Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. This is another tutorial which is related to MS SQL Server 2025, which is latest one, the overview. So Here I'm going to create a transactional replications, and I will show you how to do that, and I will give you some basic instructions to create replications in SQL Server 2025. By the way, I'm using the latest version of Management Studio, which is SQL Server Management Studio 21.4, the latest one. So also I apply the dark theme for my, so this is what I'm used, yeah. So let's move into the replication field. So here we have replication folder. Under the replications, we have two folders, which is called local replication, local publications, and local subscriptions. So here I'm going to create a publications, which is my server is the publisher. So basically, my server is the server which is going to publish. Uh, then I can right click. Once we right click, so we can go to the new publications, then next. So here the distributor is going to be my server, so I'm choose this option, then next. And yeah, this is the snapshot folder which we are going to create. Let me show you some advanced, not the advanced, some bonus step. Then you can create a replication smoothly with these steps. So let me copy the uh, snapshot folder path. So this is the default snapshot folder path. So let me put that link into the notepad, so then we can later use this path for our use. Yeah. So then hit next. Yeah, so this is the database that I'm going to create replication, transaction replications. Yeah. So then hit next. So I'm going to use transactions publication. Then next. So then it will retrieve all the object that we have, tables that we have in our database. Once we expand this field, so it will show the tables that we can use uh, as a replication, as a publication. Yeah. So here, this is the database that I'm going to use for publications, and here we have the article properties for the highlighted table. And once we click, why let me tell you this. So article properties is very important thing here. So here we can do a lot of things which is related to our table, which we going to create in another database as a replication. So here we have action if name in use, right? Let's assume, so we have the same name of the table in our other database. So if it is, so if we leave it with this option, so it will drop the entire database, sorry, entire table in other database. Then it will create a new database. Means if we insert a new record in this student table, so the other database which is related to this process, so it will drop the entire table and create a new one with the new record. Yeah, this is what that means. So also, we can use keep existing object unchanged and delete data if article has a raw filter. Delete only, so which means if we have a specific filter, for an example, let's say we have students in lot of locations. So if we want to send only a particular location student to the other database, then we can use that option. So the other option is truncate all data in this existing object. So here I'm use drop existing object and create a new one because this is a test environment. So I just want to show you guys so how this process work, and hit OK. Then next. Then if you want, you can filter your column with specific value. So here I'm not going to filter anything. But in your case, if you have anything to filter, so you can use filters here. Then only filtering data will insert into replicate into the other table. Yeah. Then next. So I'm going to take this, create a snapshot immediately and keep the snapshot available to initialize subscriptions. And then next. So now they are asking snapshot agent security. In this, I'm going to run it as run under the SQL Server. And guys, this is not the recommend security best practice. If you want to do the replication in the production environment, I highly recommend you to create a Windows user, uh, a database user, the separate database user for the replications. Then put your user and name and the password credentials here. So I'm at this time I'm going to use these options and connect to the publisher, which means my this server. This is the publisher. So here you can see my instance name is SQL Server 2025, and this is the my publishers. So I'm going to use Microsoft SQL Server SA login with SA login. So in here also you can create a separate user for replication with limited permissions. Yeah, permissions is very critical things. So here I'm going to put my credentials here. Before that, so here I put my credentials and hit next and create publication. And so here I need to give a publication name. So here I'm going to use um, so in here I'm going to use uh, my database is SQL DB. And under that I'm going to use students table, and this is transaction replication. So I'm going to use this name. All set. Then so all done, and replications has been created successfully. So here you can see all the messages, and let me show you this. Once we've done with the replication, so here you can see uh, our publications, right? So you can see all the settings here. And this is the article that I'm going to replicate, and I don't have any filters rows, and yeah. So now I'm going to create a subscriber for my replication, which I create.
Here, I check the version of SQL Server, and as you can see, it is SQL Server 2025 Community Technology Preview 2. Then, I expanded my other database instance to check its version, and it is SQL Server 2022 Release to Manufacturing, RTM. Then, I right-clicked on the publication I had created previously, and I'm going to add a subscriber to it. Click Next, and here you can see the publisher details. Then, click Next again under the Distribution Agent Location section. Here, I choose Run All Agents at the distributor, and then click Next. Let me show you something. Once you expand system databases, you will see a database called Distribution. In SQL Server Replication, the distribution database plays a crucial role as a central repository for replication-related information and transactions. Its primary responsibilities include storing metadata and history data, storing transactions for transactional replication. In this text document, you can see the path to the REPL data folder. The REPL data folder in SQL Server Replication serves as the default location for storing snapshot files generated during the replication process. These snapshot files contain the schema and data of published tables and database objects. For best practice, you must grant write permissions on this folder to the SQL Server Agent Service account or the specific user account you use for replication. This ensures that replication processes can access and write data to the folder without issues. Here's how you can do it. Right-click on the REPL data folder and select Properties. Go to the Security tab. Click Edit to manage users and permissions. Add the SQL Server Agent Service account or the replication user account. Grant the necessary permissions, such as read and write. Adding the SQL Server Agent Service account as a user to the REPL data folder, or more specifically, granting it appropriate permissions on the replication snapshot share, is crucial for SQL Server replication to function correctly. This is because the replication agents, which are often run by SQL Server agent jobs, need to access this folder to perform their tasks. Click Apply and then OK. Here under Subscribers, you can add a new subscriber. Choose Add SQL Server Subscriber and then log in to the subscriber using the appropriate credentials. In this example, I use SQL Server Authentication Mode to log in to the subscriber. choose the subscription database. Here, I select my subscription database, which is School Test, and then click Next. Under Distribution Agent Security, click the Connect button, the one with the 3 dots. Here, you can configure the distribution agent security. For this process, I select Run under the SQL Server Agent Service account. Warning: best practice. In a production environment, it is strongly recommended to create a separate dedicated database user specifically for replication, rather than relying on the SQL Server Agent Service account. This provides better security, accountability, and easier troubleshooting. Next, connect to the subscriber. I choose SQL Server Login, click OK, and then hit Next. Hit Next. Hit Next. Hit Finish and wait for subscriber creation. The subscriber creation has been successfully completed. Now, under the publisher, you can see the subscriber that we just created. Now, I'm going to add a record to the table we are using for replication. After inserting the new record, you can see that it is automatically moved into our subscriber database. These are the data that I'm going to insert into this table. If you prefer, you can also use a SQL query to insert the data. In this example, I chose to use the table editor method to insert a new record, as it is easier for me. Using the table editor is convenient for quick testing or demonstrations because you can directly type values into the grid view without writing queries. However, in real-world scenarios or production environments, it's generally better to use SQL queries, such as the insert into statement, because they are more precise, repeatable, and easier to document. The record was added successfully. Now, let's view the synchronization status. As you can see in the display, it shows 1 transaction with 4 commands delivered, which means the modification we made has been successfully replicated to the subscriber database. Now, let me run a quick select top 1000 script on the table we are using for replication. As you can see, the record we inserted earlier is displayed here, confirming that it has been successfully replicated to the subscriber database. This verification step is important because it demonstrates that the replication process is functioning correctly. In addition to confirming the inserted record, running such queries helps you quickly validate data consistency between the publisher and subscriber databases. For larger systems, you might also compare row counts, use monitoring tools, or schedule routine checks to ensure replication remains reliable over time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on SQL Server, databases, and related technologies.